always a pleasure speaking with you, especially because of what we're going to be talking about. I would say one of the most important and unique music events will be coming up as we speak. And the reason why I say it's so unique is because it's probably one of the most respected in Canada. For folks who don't know what I'm talking about, please explain what I'm talking about.
Thank you for that. It definitely is. It's called the Polaris Music Prize. It started 19 years ago. This is our 19th year. And it is where we celebrate an album of distinction. So it's one album that gets awarded the Polaris Music Prize. It's whittled down from our 220 jurors located all across Canada. They bring it down to our 40 long list. That gets broken down to our 10 short list. All of those performers join us for the annual gala, and one person is awarded the title as this year's Polaris Music Prize winner and takes home a check for $50,000 thanks to our partners at Slate.
Now, people should understand that when it comes to the nominees, if I can call them that, this isn't so much about charting. This is about artistic endeavors in their music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's to your point. That's what makes us unique. So Polaris celebrates music as art. We focus on an album that our jurors, who are music experts on from various different experiences, on various different genres, from various backgrounds, feels like this album is a piece of art that deserves to be honored. And I think that is what makes Polaris a very unique prize. And to your point, is why we're respected by the industry and the musicians that we rep.
What also is unique, the night of the award ceremony, we still don't know who the winner is. And something is going on in the background while we are watching these performances on that night.
Exactly. So we have a grand jury. It's made up of 11 folks, one representing each of the albums and one wild card. And they deliberate up until the day of to talk about who should be taking home the title. I still don't know the winner, and we're 3-4 days out now. So obviously there's a lot of pressure there. It's really exciting. We get to basically all find out together.
It is. Where is it going to be held? And talk about what goes on that night, because I always love being in the audience, because if you ever want to see a true diverse concert, if I can use that term, award show, this is it.
Absolutely. So we moved to Massey Hall last year, which is incredible because it does mean that we're able to welcome the public on a much, much larger level. So we take over the entire auditorium. We get to have performances from 8 o'clock until the end. And we ask all of the shortlisted albums to perform, which, because we nominate albums not based on genre or popularity, it means that we have a very wide range of artists that are joining us. It makes for a very interesting show. I think this year is going to be really interesting because we've been very thoughtful about that. We have an incredible stage designer who's like architecting the entire night to ensure that it flows very seamlessly. And what it means is that there's like something for everybody. It would be very hard, specifically this year, to not have a band that you would be interested in looking into after.
Now, aren't there other things that as fans we can purchase? I mean, isn't there like art, and isn't there like an album or CD? Like, explain that part.
Well, first of all, I see you're repping your shirt again, which I really appreciate.
Always.
So we do posters every year. So we work with local Canada-based illustrators, a local screen printer, to create one-of-a-kind limited edition posters for each of the nominees and our 2 Heritage Prize winners. So those will be on sale at the event on Tuesday. And they'll be online as well. So you can get them if you're not able to make it to the event. Don't worry, you can check them out. We only do about 40. So it is pretty limited and they go fast.
No, they definitely do. The other thing I always want to stress that I think is so important about this award, yes, you can have some artists who are world famous, some that are known across Canada, and some who are not known. That prize money can go a long way. The one I always talk about is an artist who was Inuit who had won, and she used the money to help feed her people. That's how important sometimes this $50,000 is. It's not, just, oh, got $50,000. Hey, I'm going to go on vacation. It really does help the artist personally in so many different ways.
Yeah, that's one of, I guess that's another thing that really makes us unique is the money itself. So most award shows don't actually offer a monetary reward. And that is something that we're able to do thanks to our partner. What they do with the money is also not limited. So they can, to your point, do something like contribute to their community. Yes, they could use it to put out their next album, but often we hear that it's like the first time that they've been granted money, that means that they can, yeah, put a down payment on their mom's house, pay off that car. Last year, Debbie, we asked her and she was paying off a student loan that had been with her for so many years. And that just means that it often results later on in more opportunity for creativity. We all know that when you have these like looming debts or you have to worry about money that year, you might not be able to create the way that you'd like to or dedicate the time that you need to. So even if the money, what they use it at the moment doesn't necessarily impact their career, we believe that later on it definitely does.
I believe it does. I
Mhm.
mean, I've been there when the winner has been announced and spoken to the winners, and the emotion that comes across
Yeah.
their faces, knowing not just the fact that they have this title for the rest of their lives, but
Mhm.
just knowing that money is going to go somewhere to help them in some incredible way. So, how do we get tickets for this? Again, let's make sure people know where it is, what time it starts, what day it is, and of course, how to get tickets for this.
Absolutely. So tickets are on sale through the Massey Hall website. We only have a few left on the second and third floor. So if you are interested in coming, I am serious. You can look. It'll show you how many seats are taken. We are running low, which is great. The event is on Tuesday, September 17th. It starts at 8 o'clock. And it's going to be a beautiful night. We have over 8 performances live and 2 tribute performances by the artists that can't make it. And then the end of the night, we'll be giving away that reward. So all are welcome.
Looking forward to it every year. It's part of my calendar. So, congratulations in having this happen again. Looking forward to all this and looking forward to seeing you at the awards.
Yeah, you as well. Always a pleasure. Thanks so much.